Good afternoon. Right now, uh, Tom Wood, a 61-year-old adult who has always lived with mild autism and mild cerebral palsy, is now live over the internet this afternoon. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about what it is like for me to uh, live with mild autism and mild cerebral palsy all my life. That back in 1958, I myself was born 100% feet first. Was it coming out of my mom, when I was born, which is a risk factor for, uh, cerebral palsy and autism. That my early years, was that I learned to walk somewhat late, between the ages of 18 months and 2 years old. So I was late in learning to walk, and I've always was it all my life have been, that had extreme difficulty with running. I could go like not any more than like 100 yards, and I totally uh, like my legs would totally seize up. Yeah, the of course in my younger years, from around age 7, was it until my early 30s, I did learn to ride a bicycle without training wheels. But that was the highest motor skill that I had. That was the first one that I lost when I went into was it middle age physiological burnout as a person on the cerebral palsy disability spectrum. And of course, I didn't need to start using walking aids until I was almost age 50. So as I've been using walking aids again, as it just to be able to continue to stand and walk. That walking aids I own is that I have three three pairs of loft strand crutches. I also have a folding quad walker frame for indoors. Plus, I also have a now pretty well used quad rollator walker frame for my long distance mobility. And at my age of 61, for the last year and a half, almost year and a half, I have, with it, not been able to drive. And the issue is because of my eyesight, where my left eye does not track anymore, and which causes me to have double vision, which is extremely cognitively ta- tasking with my with respect to with its sensory input. So as it I have to rely upon others to get me out into the community. Of course, my younger brother, Nathaniel, drives. He takes me out. But I also have friends at the church I belong to who can take me out into the community when I need to. You'll have to pardon me, I was just, squishing a Cymex lecularis arthropod. Yeah, Cymex lecularis arthropods are a nuisance, as it, and they're now in a major infestation across the entire country, everywhere. I myself still have to, finish writing the C++ code uh, be able to, read this sensor, which is a light sensor, and to be able to take and use it to, shall we say, when the daylight gets too low, to have this, uh, sensor detect the lower level of light, and then to, shall we say, flip on a light as an application for a Arduino single board microcontroller. I do still tinker with electronics, which was my former career. Well, I'm going to take and more or less sign off. This is just another uh, live test, and I may come back on live later on, maybe around 11 p.m. today.